All right, everybody, welcome to the day. It is warm in California, hence the tank top. I am sweltering in this here room of mine. Here's what we've got. We're going to do an all-out sprint today. Now, we've had Monday, you had Murph, long, gnarly workout. Then you have split jerk, and then you had the 4-rounder. So we've got some decent time under our belts. This time it's now going to be a sub 5 minute, all you can go, really fast sprint. So some people might be like, oh, that's not enough for me in a day. Take it really fast and see how well you recover afterwards. I think the point is not to absolutely destroy yourself every day with volume. Some days are short and quick and punchy, but you have to really push on those days. And that's what this day is. It's a short, punchy, fast day, and you gotta go really, really fast and punchy? Yeah, you can't go punchy, you gotta be fast. So what we've got is 20 front rack reverse lunges, so front rack reverse lunge, so 20 of those, bang it out, straight into 15 power cleans, okay, so from the ground, power clean it up, and 15 hang squat snatches. So this time not taking it from the ground, this time now catching in the bottom of the full squat. So we have two complex movements, one really simple and straightforward movement, 20, 15, 10, so relatively low numbers. It's just fast, fast, fast. Now the deal is, a lot of us don't have a perfect proficiency in the power clean or the hang squat snatch, and that's okay. It just means that we're going to have to really focus on making sure we have a great descent on that, keep the bar tight to the body, keep the arms nice and long, and we either get a coach's eye on us or we film ourselves for a couple warm-up sets and then just kind of make sure we're sticking to some good mechanics. The things that I know are going to happen on the power clean are not setting the back as well off the ground. It just kind of happens, or pulling too early with the elbows. It happens in a power clean. The other thing is going to be on the hang squat snatch. A lot of people are going to want to kind of hang power snatch to overhead squat. The idea would be to drop all the way to the bottom of the squat. That's okay. If you have to hang power snatch it and overhead squat it, but preferably you're catching all the way in the bottom of the squat, which requires some really good timing for that. There's a lot of other things that could go wrong. Try to get a coach's eye on you for this, if nothing else, during the warm-up to see what you can do to keep this bar nice and tight to the body. The partially loaded version, we've got 25 dumbbell front rack reverse lunge, 20 dumbbell power clean, 15 hang squat snatches, single arm. Now a hang squat snatch, single arm, nearly impossible for a lot of us. That might have to turn into a from the ground power snatch, and I respect that. That is what it is. One way you could get around this would be doing like a hang squat or a hang split snatch, or a hang split snatch with landing in a lunge, so you can get a little bit more range there and add some complexity and difficulty. It's pretty darn hard, just as far as requiring what range the body needs in order to go overhead like that and make that happen. That being said, if you can't, like I said, switch it up, figure it out. But if you can, and it's hard, do it. It's low rep volume. It's 15 total reps. So it'd be a good time to slug your way through it, even though this is a sprint. So you hit that and then you kind of suffer through that 15. Same thing though, go nice and fast through this. It's not meant to be a really long day, as unbroken as possible, while still maintaining some good mechanics. Unloaded version, we have 30 reverse lunges, 20 kickbacks, or kick sits. Kick sits are brutal. Watch the video, remember what those look like. I'll do one for you here so you guys can see what it looks like during the warm-up. And then 10 wall climbs. Wall climbs, they just stop your momentum. You're going super fast, all of a sudden you hit wall climbs and you can't go anymore. That's just how wall climbs work. You'll probably get about 3 to 4 in, and then all of a sudden the last 6 will be brutal. So enjoy them. Same thing though, we're trying to be as fast and punchy as possible, and then focus on how quickly you can recover from all this. And if it was too little for the day, like you didn't do enough, that's okay. That's okay to have a day like that. Go relax a bit and get ready for the next day. There's always another day of training. This is supposed to be short and fast and punchy. Make it that. Let's jump into the warm-up. All right, so we're gonna jump into today's warm-up with 10 of a bunch of different things for 1 to 2 rounds, OTB lower body complex. Starts with 10 single leg glute bridges. Glute bridges look like this one, single leg. Put the foot into the ground, extend the other foot out, send the hips up, push, and then come back down. Switch the other leg, go to the other side. So that's essentially it. If you're looking to get a body nice and straight, you can make that a little easier by pulling the foot in just a bit. But we'll do 10 of those. Then you're gonna do 10 alternating lateral step overs. Lateral step over is just, picture you got like a fence here, step over, step over. So that's 1. Go back to the other side 2. Then we're gonna do 10 alternating groiners. Groiner is just, body goes on the inside of the leg here, switch to the other side. And because there's so few of them, it's 6 groiners, I should say, not 10. We'll just push the body down in there, wiggle around for a second, switch to the other side. You can step back to the other side, you can jump to the other side, whatever you gotta do. Then you'll do 6 alternating pigeons. Pigeon again, leg down on the side, hips are square on. Oh, sit back into it, love life. That's your pigeon pose. We've got 1 to 2 rounds of that, go through. 10, 10, 6, 6. Then we're gonna move on to the OTB upper body complex. 10 plank shoulder taps. Plank shoulder taps are here. You're gonna touch your shoulders. You can do this on your knees as well. Then we have 10 wall slides. Wall slides are up against the wall. Elbows in, hands up. Reach, come back down. Trying to keep the arms pinned there. Reach as high as you can, hold for a split second, come back down. Then we're going to do, 4 lying ITWYX circuits. And if you don't remember these are where you lie on your back and you go I, T, hands up to the side, Y, hands above head, X, and then you can do W too. W is here. Ooh. Now the hard part about that is you should be in a hollow position as you do these. Hollow just means that you basically take the lumbar curve, the curve in the bottom of your back there that's natural, and flatten it out against the ground. So you cause your abs and your erectors to work really hard to hold you in this kind of a C position lying on your back. So that's what we're gonna do. I-T-W-Y-X. I-T-Y-W-X, rest, get back up, do it again, I-T-W-Y-X. You don't need to do it in that order, whatever order you want. Mainly because I can't remember. That's it. Then we're gonna move from there into Project Squat Better session number 14. 10 single leg deadlifts, each leg, slow 5 to 10 second descent. So that's like, you've got the weight up, you reach down, grab it, stand it up, and then you're gonna look to do a really slow descent back down. So really looking to maintain as much balance as possible and really get that hips and hamstrings stretched out back, get some range there and get some strength there. So 10 single leg deadlifts, 5 kneeling squat jumps. So a kneeling squat jump is you're here on your knees. So you sit down and then you jump to your feet. So it's a bit of an explosion from the hip. Warm up pretty good before you do that. Everything else that you're going through with that lower leg stuff, the OTB lower leg complex and everything else should get you nice and warm. But just be cautious as you jump into that. Don't go 100% out the gate. Maybe try like a 50% and then get a couple more. See how it feels for you. If you can't do the squat jump, you can always figure out a way to just kind of go from here, put your hands on something and use an assist. So if you had like your hands here, you could lean on this. Ideally there'd be one here too, where you could use a little to push into it to get you a little bit of momentum up. But ideally what we're looking for is a really aggressive opening of the hip, hopefully get you to your feet. That's what we got. Now we're gonna jump into more skill specific stuff. Talk to your coach, send them a photo, send them a pic, get them involved. Have a fun day.